Hey, what's up everybody? Kerwin P. Slippers here, and we're already at part 5 of my Sears Custom 10XL restoration. So we got some fun stuff lined up in this one. We got the engine running in the last one. I tore the engine or the body all apart. So now I got some of the parts back. I'm waiting on some of the parts, getting them back all powder coated, and we're gonna go over the transmission, so that'll be fun. So right now I'm just hanging out in Taryl's trailer, waiting for Jeff Hill to drop off some stuff.
Slipper!
What's up, Taryl? Hey.
What are you doing in my house?
Just hanging out, waiting for Jeff.
Well, if you're gonna wait in here, why don't you clean that litter box out?
I don't think so.
Yeah, well, I think so. Otherwise, wait outside.
Alright. Where's the little scooper thing?
It's right next to the litter box, and there's a bag in that cabinet.
Okay. Well, here's the tires that I got for the rear. We throwing those babies on, those freshly powder coated rims. And got some inner tubes back there too from the old tires. So we're gonna throw them on, at least the 4 rears we are. I'm still waiting on the front rims from them, so hopefully I don't mess this up. Got the tire right here, let me get it all soaked up. Whoa, whoa! I almost went in my face. Alright, here we go. See how much of this I can do before Taryl comes out here and starts getting mad at me. Guess that's it. Can't do it. Guess stay tuned for part 6. 6 hours.
Do you need help, old man?
6 hours of me trying to do this tire, yeah.
You know,
I could
I'm
probably
just
use a hand.
trying to enjoy a stout before I have to go and get my hair done.
Alright.
And you're gonna be holding me up with these stupid tires.
I almost got it. See?
Ah, those old arthritic hands actually work.
Oh, see, I got it in there.
So stick the tube in and let's get busy here.
Almost got it. Come on. Go for the tube inside there too. No. Oh no, I didn't like that sound.
Either did I.
Sounds crunchy. Sounds crunchy.
Are you holding that, old man?
Yes, as much as I can. I'm trying. Oh.
I got the duct tape out.
Oh, sweet. Well, look at that. Got it in there.
Now you want to get your...
Oh no.
There, you're going to lose your belt
Don't
stem.
want to lose that.
You got it?
Yeah, I think.
Take that off. Take this off. Because it'll be under pressure.
Ugh.
Under pressure.
Okay.
Under pressure. We don't want it under pressure.
No, we don't. No good. Got it. Whoa. Side cuts, dude. Oh man, he's getting great.
Because I got things to do. I'm not retired.
Like a little volcano. Whoa. All good?
Oh,
Whoa.
grab that out of there, Slippers.
Oh, got lucky. Alright, well, got the tires all mounted up. That took a little minute, but here those are. All 4 of them mounted up on the rear, ready to go. And here's some of the other parts I got back. The hood and the 2 rear fenders. And I'm doing it in red. My boy Elkskin's got me a lead on where to get the stickers for it, so we'll be getting the stickers for the hood here pretty soon too. After I throw them on, I'll give you a link to where I got them from. So then, if you want to check it out and get some too, you can. So look what I got. Some parts back from my boy Jeffy. So I started putting some of the stuff together already. I got a little too excited. But I think it's going to look pretty good. Check out what I got on there so far. Mocked up. Everything looks pretty good. So we pretty much powder coated everything that I needed. There's only a few parts that I just got to do on my own, and then we can start putting her back together. My reproduction decals came, so I'm going to put a few of them on. Check them out. It's amazing what you can find on the internet. Pretty cool. So there's the hood that I got back. That's actually the hood off a 1970 XL. And this is the original hood right here. But I had them do this one because underneath it's in better shape. So we'll just put those stickers on there. Nobody has to know, right? So here it is. I got the sticker on there, or the decal rather, mounted on this plate. Got it laid on perfectly, so we're gonna peel it off. See how everything turned out. Oh, I just tore it. Oh, it's ruined. Ah, I'm just kidding. It looks pretty good. Oh, it's like opening a fresh pack of baseball cards. Oh, I got that mint rookie. Look at that, I got a mint rookie. Check it out. Looks pretty good. Maybe we can throw that up on the frame. All right, so far we're one for 5. All right, here we go. Don't want to make a $75 mistake. A little bit scared. All right. Flip it up here. Spray a little bit of this water down in case we gotta take it off and move it in case it messes up. Alright, what do you think? Looks pretty good. There you go. And we'll do the other side. Come on, follow me. Let's check out some stuff. Alright. Got these parts painting. I already painted them. They're just drying out now. Already hit them with some clear. Looking pretty good. Be able to slap them on here pretty soon. Come on. Why don't you come over here? See what I got over here? The spring. A couple of these little parts for a pulley. And pretty silvery. Oh, and we got some more stuff. Look at this. So you don't get hurt. Got these little parts over here. Painting these myself. So, just a couple more things I gotta paint. Then we can put it all together. It'll all be painted. So stay tuned. Time to do some cable repair. Because I broke this one when I was trying to clean it up. So I got some air wire here from Rotary. Part number is 245. It's just standard wire. So you can get that from a Rotary dealer. So let's take this out and measure it here. Be careful. Don't want to poke your eye out. There's the old wire right here. So I'm going to want to leave a little bit at the top, put the Z-bend in it. Bring it down. There, I got the old wire right here. Broke. It's right there. I'm going to want to leave a little bit long too. You can always cut it off. There we go. New piece of inner wire. Let's throw it in. Alright, it's in. Look at that. You just snap your fingers at it and it magically works through Bluetooth. Pretty cool. Just kidding. Then you gotta use this little tool that you can get in Taryl's Online Store. Z-Bender. See, look at how handy this thing comes for making this little Z-bend on here. So get this thing working again. Imagine if I had to try and buy a new one. You know how expensive that would be? Probably like 30 bucks. Alright, I'm gonna pull it through a little bit further. Make it easier to put the Z on there. So I'm gonna put it in like that. Bend it down. Turn that over. Slide it up through there. Bend it up. Look at that. Got a Z on there. And I'm just gonna hook it through. Put another Z on the other side. And we're good to go. That easy. Cable's in. So let's put some heat shrink tubing around both of these cables so we can lock them in. Keep them from rusting, hopefully. All right. Oh. That's a little too thick. Oh, here we go. Look at that. It's attacking me. Just kidding. All right, let's measure it up. There we go. It slipped off. Some skizzers out of there. Okay, here we go. Nice and tight. Okay, right to the end there. Look at that. Right to the end. We'll see how good of a job I did. Ding, 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 ding. But I should probably cut some of this off at the end because I'm probably going to need to leave some for when I clamp it in. Because I wasn't thinking about that as usual. So, a little bit off. That should be good. Alright. Look who I have. Taryl's old pal, Mr. Heat Gun. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Heat Gun? Hey. I guess he doesn't want to talk to me. Understandable, nobody does. When does it start shrinking? Look at that, shrinking up. Alright, heat shrink tubing is all on, both cables. Ready to go. We'll put the bend on this one once we get it hooked back up onto the machine. That way it'll be more accurate. So, let's check out these tires next, these rear tires that I'm doing. So I'm doubling up the rear wheels. If you didn't know that by now, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it a couple other times, but here's what we're doing here. So I got one side, we got these rings that are gonna go in between, keep it all together. So here's what I had to do. Alright, see that? Little valve stem, I want that on the outside, like that. It's so dirty in here. Oh no. Why? Alright. Then you're gonna put the ring on the inside like that. And we're gonna get the other tire. Put that down like that. Put the valve stem out. So you want both valve stems out. Then you're gonna measure. See this? Buddy's over at Tough Torque at the GIE hooked us up with one of these tape measures. I had to fill out like 16 forms. Then once they found out I was in Taryl Fixes All, they were just like throwing stuff at us. So it's like, what the heck's going on here? Crazy stuff. So then you're gonna want to measure down to that hole. So I'm probably gonna make it easier like this. Go down to there, to there. We're at about 8.5. So for my bolts, probably gonna want 10-inch bolts, 1/2-inch carriage bolt, 10-inch long. So see if I can get my hands on some of those. So I got these carriage bolts at my local Menards, but if you don't have Menards in your area, you can always look online or try your local hardware store. They'll maybe have something like this. Alright, so I got some nuts over in Taryl's Hardware, so let's flip this baby up. Alright, so this is what it's gonna look like. They're all both hooked up. I mean, it's not tightened down yet because I've still gotta mount these babies, but it's gonna look pretty cool. And you can cut the excess off on there if you want. This rod for the steering, these little balls on here are all worn out. I wonder if Taryl might know of some way to like fix this somehow. Tighten up on that steering. Maybe I should ask him. Hey Taryl, what's up?
What do you want now?
The steering rod. These little balls in here are all like worn out. I was wondering if there was maybe a way you could fix that.
Yeah, it's called go on the inner screen, buy a new one.
Yeah, like they make this. It's from 1969. Probably want $5 million.
Yeah, I might know a way of fixing that.
Really?
But I'm busy right now.
Oh, come on. Help me, bro.
Slippers, I'll help you.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so there's a couple of different ways of fixing this. You can go back to the original type ball joint, or you can use what's called a Heim joint. Now these original type ones, 3/8 24 fine thread, 3/8 24 fine thread. And now I'm going to give you some numbers. Okay, in these ball joints, rotary 2210, Stens 245027. The original MTD number is 923-0156. That's for these. For the Heim joints, rotary 2214. This is the Stens one. It's a little different. 245068. And these are what they would use on a Skag. And the Skag number is 482330. They use these Heim joints on a Skag. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some fine thread bolts, 3/8 24 and 3/8 24 jam nuts, which we got at our local hardware store. And you're going to kind of want to thread it in halfway so you can give yourself some adjustment. So now you can adjust it. Then you're going to lay it on here and find your center. as close as you can. Whether you're using this one or this one, we're going to use this one. So that's about right, because we can adjust it a little, and then you're going to want to mark it. Then we're going to go over to our chop saw, and we're going to cut that off. And then I'm going to weld this on. I'm going to weld this on the end of it.
All right, here we go. Ah! You're also gonna want to do the same to the bolt, because it's got a zinc plating on there, so you're gonna want to grind it down so it's gonna weld nice and strong. All right, so just gotta paint it up now. Slap it back on the tractor. Looks pretty good. Thanks, Taryl. Did a great job. Oh, draining the oil out of the trans. Look at that. All kinds of water came out of there. Nasty oil. There's a bunch of water in there, so. Well, gotta get it all out. All right, it's time. Getting to the transmission, baby. Time to do those seals. So I got everything laid out here. All right, so here we go. Here's some seals. This seal goes on the other side right over here to one of these shafts. I don't know. It's got the part number on there. 532006271. You're gonna be looking that up. There's an alternate 6271H. That's an alternate. But you'll probably be looking at this one right here. And you don't need that little dash in there or these little spaces. You can just run it all together. Like this one for these. These are the axle seals. And the part number for that, 532004910. There you go. And then we got over here another little seal. Part number for that one, 532006270. Can run that all together. And then for the last Husky-Varney party, we got this part, this little seal here for this. And I guess since there's some play in here, Elkskin said once I get it apart, I'm gonna have to weld a little something up together and tighten it up. So we'll see once we get that thing off. But the gasket that goes under there is right here, and the part number is right on here. 532110542. So that's for that. All right, now there was one gasket or seal that I could not track down. They don't make it anymore. So I had to do a little thinking in my brain. And guess what? I found something that I think that's gonna work. So it was for this. For the high and low over here. For that little seal in there. They don't make it anymore. And I couldn't find one anywhere online. So I think that this seal right here for a Toro commercial 21-inch transmission, I think this is probably gonna work. So we're gonna try that. Well, that's the part number right there. That's the Toro number for that seal. 47-6730. The Husqvarna number is 532006269. But good luck trying to find anything under that number, because you're not going to find it. Alright, well, it's time to pop some seals out, and I don't really know that much about that. I don't want to mess anything up, so I think I might hit up my friend Taryl and see if he can give me a hand here. What do you say?
Use that term friend loosely. Since when did we become friends?
What? I thought we'd always been best friends.
You're a pest.
Come on, just give me a hand putting these seals in.
I would call this the Taryl restoration.
Well,
Now get out of the way!
I don't want to mess it up.
So there's several ways to remove seals. You can...
Remember when he puts that sound effect in there? The seal sound effect?
you're funny. You're gonna get stabbed with a screwdriver in a second
Almost
here.
walks right into that. Oh, this guy's dangerous.
You can sharpen a screwdriver or a pick tool. There's a bunch of different ways. But we're gonna use a sharpened screwdriver, is my method. I also have one, but on bigger seals, where you can drill a hole and put a sheet metal screw in a little slam puller. But we're gonna do this. Took this old screwdriver and I kind of sharpened it. And then we're gonna...
Oh, that seal looks like it's just gonna pop right out.
And there's your dinner. Look at that, Slippers. See how easy that is?
Yeah.
Didn't your mama teach you anything?
That's probably why the fluid's leaking everywhere, because they're just barely in there.
So we're gonna go around and do that to all the seals and get them all popped out.
When he puts that sound effect in?
Knucklehead. So now we gotta dig this little guy out. So this may be a little tricky or maybe easy.
Don't hurt them.
Pick tools.
The seal's been in there a long time.
Hold that, Slivers.
Whoa. Look at that.
Oh, that was no good.
Oh man. Well, that's the end of that pick tool.
I gotta get that piece out of there.
There it is.
It's getting there.
And you just probably put something underneath it now if you can pry it up. There it is. Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's out.
Came out. All right. Oh, all right, Slippers. It looks like your little Toro Trans Seal is gonna work. Looks like it's the right size.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, very good.
All right, finally.
Yeah, it fits perfect.
Oh wow, look at that. It's crazy. So there you go.
Woo! Slippers.
And that's off the Toro commercial with the older 3-speed trans on it, 21-inch lawnmower.
Wow, that's good for these guys that are restoring these old tractors that can't find that seal because it's no longer available.
It's obsolete, so there you go. If you're looking for that. Pretty awesome.
I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, looks like it's good.
Yeah, it's in there.
All right, let's replace the rest of them now.
Yeah, it's in there. I don't want to bang on it too much. It doesn't. It's fitting there tight.
Excellent.
All right, let's put the rest of the seals in so you can get this thing painted and get it out of my shop.
And then finally put it together.
Now I'm putting a little grease on the lip of the seal. These are the axle seals. Now I got this is that Tough Torque seal driver. I'm going to use this to drive these in. Now you may not have this tool, so you're going to have to find something, some kind of piece of pipe or something, or a big socket that'll fit over that.
Nice.
That makes handy work.
Oh yeah, that was great. All right, I got that one in.
Well, you're on your own now.
All right, this one's done, right?
We'll use a socket for that. Let's find a socket.
Give it a little tapo.
Hold on, hold on.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess that'll work.
really? Okay.
Easy.
Whoa! Well, went too deep.
No,
It's all jacked up. Well, this thing's junk. All right, let's pop this off. Oh. Scared. Never been under one of these before. Well, these are all rounded off now. Hey.
All right, get out of the way
Hang on, I was just gathering everything up.
before you mess things up.
Whoa, look at all that oil on there. Look at that.
Now, a lot of times this gasket, this seal, will fail, and then that's how you get a lot of water into your transmission, because this thing will be bad. But this one seems like it's still good. But since we bought the new one, we're going to replace it anyway.
What about under here? What is that? No, that looks like it's pretty solid, I guess.
Yeah, there's a gasket under there. This is the part we're worried about. This thing's kind of hard, but these things will deteriorate.
Looks like that cover was kind of warped too. This cover on top. Maybe it's not giving it a good seal. Get it all cleaned up.
Clean it up. You're going to have to take this cotter pin out so we can get that. Now this is under pressure because there's a spring under there.
So is this why it's sloppy? Is this what he was talking about, like welding up?
No, I think it has something to do with this.
But I don't even think that looks that bad.
So I've got the cotter pin ready to come out. So I'm going to stick it in my vise so I can push on it and then grab that cotter pin and pull it out. Now I can release the pressure. All right. See how simple that was? Slippers would have never known to do that. He'd have cut that off and that would have been the end of it. So this is all distorted. And that's probably how the water was getting into his transmission. So we're gonna have to beat this back flat. So one thing I see that failed is there's this little stopper here. See this little pin? And that helps hold the shifter in place. And that goes in this hole here. And it'll come out. So we're gonna have to put this back in there and weld it from the outside. Put a little tack on it. There you go, Slippers. There's something else for you to clean up. Clean this up too.
My favorite, clean it.
Clean that up too.
I feel like Uncle Andy doing all this cleaning. I love offices, and I love cleaning. I'm Uncle Andy.
So we're gonna have to take this. Stick it in there. And then we're gonna give it a tack weld on top of that. So get this all cleaned up, Slippers. And don't lose that little thing I just lost. No, here it is.
Oh, great. All this pressure on me.
Okay, now we're gonna fix this distorted cap. Don't ask me how I got distorted being underneath that cover. Alright, I'm ready to weld this back in for Slip Dog. I got a little punch mounted in here to kind of hold it for me. Now all I gotta do is weld her up. So when we took this apart, we noticed that there was a spot for a woodruff key, but we didn't see the woodruff key. Now we don't know if it was in there, if it fell out, but I put a new key in there and it fit real sloppy. So what I'm gonna do is take the peen of my hammer and kind of peen this keyway a little bit to make that woodruff key fit in there tight. Now this part's kind of got a burr on it, so I'm going to have Slippers de-burr that, sand that burr out of there.
How about this? Is that okay too?
Let's see. Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay.
We need to get this out of there though. Let's get that burr out of there.
Timber.
Okay, now we're ready to put our key back in. So since I squeezed up that woodruff key slot, I took and I filed a little bit of a radius on there as a starter, because now it's going to fit tight. I don't have to worry about it falling out.
Excellent.
Now we put that in here, but we're going to want to put a little grease. Put a little grease on here. I got to line up that pin, and I got to line up the woodruff. All right, where's the woodruff slot? There it is.
There's a lot of lining up.
Yeah, there we go.
Look at that.
Now it's all lined up. Now we take this, which had a washer on each side, and we want this washer here against the spring, then this washer, this fatter one. Now we're going to have to go back over to the vise to get that welcome back cotter pin in.
Oh, I love that show. Boy Shaq, he was hilarious.
All right, now we got it shoved in. Put our welcome back cotter pin in. Now we got our shifter all back together. Better than new.
I hope so.
All right, Slippers, here's your reconditioned shifter. I don't know what I would have done without you.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I tore it up out there. Well, thanks, Taryl, for helping me out.
Now you know which way that goes?
I think so. Pretty sure it went like this. Guess we'll find out when I put it back together and it's all raw. The oil that you're going to want to throw in this baby is just regular 30 weight motor oil. And you're going to fill it up until the oil comes up to the bottom of these threads here. And you're going to want to have it nice and level like that. And then right when it's at the bottom of those threads, then you know you're good. And then that's where I drained it all out from, because you seen earlier where I was draining it from. And we're going to get those sealed up nice and good and make sure we don't have any leaks. Hey, what's up, Mommy Cat? Check out some of the stuff I've been doing. I know you're interested in the stuff, right? Alright, well, let's check it out. Trans is all back together. Now I just gotta tape everything off and paint it. And then after it's painted, I already got some of the other parts over here pretty much ready to go. So once I get the trans painted, throw these parts on, slap it in, we're gonna throw that baby back together and we'll be done. So the next time you see it, we'll be in Slippers' Toys, the 10XL custom. So let's take a little look-see over here too. I got an extra special going away gift for the last part 5. Let's check it out. Alright, so I picked up another little thing from Elkskins. This little plow right here. So I'm gonna mount that to the front too. Jeff's gonna come and pick up the stuff and powder coat it for me. And then I'm gonna slap that back together, so when you check out the Slippers toy on this, It'll have the plow on the front all cleaned up and ready to go, and I'll go over that too in the toy video, as well as any little things I ran into when I was putting the tractor back together. So, thanks for watching the restoration series with me, and next time you see me, it'll be finished and complete in the Slippers toy video. So, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and follow us on all that stuff. Pick up some extra cool slipper stuff, if you want to look cool like me, right? There's your supper.